In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to blend two photographs together. So the first thing that you want to do is open the two photographs that you would like to use. So you go to File, Open, and locate them. Here's one, and here's two. You also need to open a new page that we are going to drag both of these to. So File, New. You want it to be as close to 8 by 10 with a resolution of 150. Now we're just going to click and drag, so we're going to use our Move tool. You will click here and drag, click here and drag, and then you can resize them. So hitting Command T on the keyboard, make sure you hit and hold the Shift key to make it how you would like it. The second one, Command T, hit and hold the Shift key so that we're not distorting anything. You're going to have these images overlap. That's actually what we want. And we will hit OK. Then you can see that I need to crop part of it again because I have some area down here I didn't use. So I'll come over to the crop tool and crop it down. About like this. Enter on the keyboard or double click. And this is what we have to start with. The first thing that you want to do is to create some guides. By clicking and dragging here, it'll create a guide or a line that shows up, and it will not show up on your print. It's just for you to work with. The first guide you want to put down at the bottom of the first photograph, and then we're going to turn that photograph off and put another guide at the top. So all I'm doing is going to the rulers, clicking and dragging. If your rulers are not visible, you can go to View and Rulers, and that will make them visible. We need to find out how much overlap we have, so this will allow us to do that. So I can see that I have this much room to work with. Next thing we're going to use is our gradient tool. Over here is my gradient tool. Now remember that little black square at the bottom tells you there's more tools. So if you have your paint bucket on there, you just click and hold and get the gradient tool. You need to make sure that your foreground and background are set to black and white. If your foreground is a different color, all you have to do is click this black and white box and it will automatically make it black and white. You also need to make sure that the black to white is selected here, not the blank to black, but the black to white. And you want a linear gradient, which is this very first one right here. Now we're going to go add a layer mask. So on my top layer, down at the bottom, I have this little button which will add a layer mask. So I'll go ahead and click that. You'll see that a box popped up. So I'm going to use my gradient tool that I'm on here, and all I'm going to do is click and drag, and that's going to blend the two photographs together. If you do it the wrong way, you can see that that's wrong, so you just Command Z to undo and drag it the other way. And now I have two photographs that are blended together nicely. If you want to see what it looks like without the guides, go up to View Extras, and that will make them disappear so that you can see what it looks like. The other thing that we're going to do is make it a sepia tone color to make all of the colors fit together a little bit nicer. To do that, we're going to come to the Effects button, click and hold, and you're going to select Hue and Saturation. Then all you have to do is check this Colorize box, and that will make everything one color. So you can pick different colors just by adjusting the hue. I want it to be sepia, so a nice soft brown. And then if you want it more saturated or less saturated, you can play with the saturation and also the lightness and darkness to get it how you'd like it. Then you hit OK, and now you have blended two pictures together. You can go in using your text tool from your tools palette and add any text. So you can add a last name, you can add a wedding anniversary date. You can use these for a number of things: creating posters, doing wedding pictures, putting down an inspiring word. So just a couple of options of what you can do when you blend the two pictures together.